Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the computer, the internet, and web page design, as well as the digital divide. And of course, we're fortunate to have with us this morning to talk about the computer, the internet, and the digital divide, Mr. DCollier. Mr. Collier is the co-owner and founder of NashvilleBlack.com. And of course, with Mr. Collier is Mr. NPerry, who is in the Department of Hospitality and Tourism at Tennessee State University, as well as a webmaster. And of course, Mr. Collier and Mr. Perry, let me welcome both of you to the show this morning.
Good to be here.
Good to be here.
And I think, as we tried to indicate, what we would like to do this morning is to get from the two of you. Both of you are well known in terms of your internet experiences and et cetera, and I think that you are both classified as webmasters, and therefore you should have quite a bit of information for us this morning. And we've had an opportunity to, recognizing the importance of the computer, to talk to both of you before in reference to some of these items. And so I think that what we have here today is the making of what I consider to be an excellent show. But before we get into that, Mr. Perry and Mr. Collier, let's start off with you, Mr. Collier, by having you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the your experiences. And of course, Mr. Perry will give us information in reference to his background, education, experiences, and then we'll talk about the computer in preparations to talk about some of the other things that we've mentioned this morning. We'll start with you, Mr.
Okay, I'm from Nashville, and I attended Whites Creek High School. From there, I went to LaSalle University, where I received my bachelor's degree in business administration. I've been an entrepreneur now for about 11 years. So I have been out there trying to, experience life and trying to make it on my own. So it's been tough, but we've made it through with NashvilleBlack.com. We've been up almost a year now, and we're growing strong. We average around 25,000 hits a month, and we're growing. So I'm very satisfied.
Very good. Mr. Perry?
Well, I was born here in Nashville, but I wasn't raised here. I was raised in Virginia. I went to school at Virginia State University in Petersburg, Virginia, graduated in '84, and from there I went straight into the military, where I was an armor officer and wound up being a quartermaster officer and a recruiting officer, that's where I gained most of my computer experience from. Right now I am at the Hospitality and Tourism Administration Office at Tennessee State University, and just currently working on some web pages and training for a food school service training program over the internet.
Very good. And of course, as we said earlier, we've had an opportunity to talk to both of you about the computer and the internet and the web page designs and other things. And we hope that you don't take that as an opportunity to hold back on the information, believing that somehow you've said this before and that everything that you've said everybody should know. And I don't think that that's the case in terms of dealing with the computer. And so let's start this show off dealing with the computer, the internet, and the digital divide. That's a very, very popular kind of word today, and we want to put some meaning to that. Let's start that off by dealing with the computer itself. Let's talk about the computer, Mr. Collier, and of course, Mr. Perry will join us as the conversation develops.
Well, the technology with computers is changing every day. Right now, we're dealing with, myself dealing with a PC. I'm dealing with Windows Millennium Edition, and now Windows is getting ready to launch a new software product, XP, Windows XP. So technology, as far as with the computer, is changing on a daily basis. So fast computers, broadband connections, that's the wave of the future. Wireless, that's where we're headed.
And so, let's look at it from the very, very beginning, Mr. Perry, in terms of how we became all involved in this computer thing, this new age of technology.
Well, you'd think that the internet has been around just recently, like maybe the mid-'90s, but it's been around since 1960. And so it's had a wide use by the government as far as transferring data back and forth. So it's been around, it's just that it's recently starting to get its hands into the public domain there, and people are starting to find out that they can work for them. They can actually